Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you this lovely bracelet. So we did, I showed you in the last video how to bezel these 6mm chatons that we got in our curiosity box from John Bead. And I put them together and I was trying to figure out a design, and I was trying to decide whether I should do a bracelet or a necklace, and I feel like this design kind of lends to both. So this is what it looks like on. It is so beautiful. So as I said, I couldn't decide. I've been struggling and struggling. Now I made this a little bit bigger. I was going to make it for myself, but I tend to give away a lot of stuff, so I figure I have such a small wrist, I should make it bigger. So it should be a little bigger than 6 inches around. So if you're trying to measure yours, make sure you put enough of these bezeled chatons together, and I think there's enough in the kit. So now or in the curiosity box, I have 3 that are already bezeled. Now I'm going to show you how I put them together by adding the final one along with these lovely vintage rice beads. They are so beautiful. Wait till you see what I have done with these. There was a ton of these. As you can see, I've made some things and I still have a ton left. So we're going to put that on, and we're going to use these beautiful seed beads. They kind of go with the color of the chaton. Now the chaton on its own like this looks a little lighter, but once you have it bezeled like this, it's kind of a deep color. Let's enlarge this some more. You can really see the sparkle in here. So yeah, this turned out really nice. So I've already got the one side on. I'm going to add the other side, but what I've done, I have these fold over clasps that I got online. And I thought what we do is, because I couldn't decide necklace, bracelet, which we're going to do both. So we're going to do a bracelet, but then you can actually attach it to another strand of these gorgeous rice beads that has these fold over clasp on it, so that if you switch the side that has the actual fold over, then it looks identical on each side, because you can't really tell once it's together. But then you have this other strand to make it into a necklace. So I'll show you that. We'll do that all in this video. So let's get started. So I already have my thread on the end here, and I'm coming out of the 11/0 at the bottom where the pearls are. Now I did notice as I was going through here, like I went through everything to just to reinforce that if you move these pearls a bit, sometimes the crystal will pop out. So it was pretty easy. I just pressed it in and squeezed these together, and it was right back in, didn't come apart. So just to let you know, there's no guarantee that these chatons will stay in. So you might want to put a dab of glue in there up against the pearls or along the seed beads. I'm not really sure where you would add that. If you have any suggestions, let me know. So anyway, let's get going. We're gonna just add directly the rice bead to that 11/0 there. So then we're going to take the chaton, we're going to put it upside down so that it's matching where we're attaching. So we are coming out of the left side of that 11/0. And I'm going to enlarge this even more. There we go. Let's get this nicely in focus. I hate when that happens. So annoying. Okay, so go into the left side of one of the seed beads that's attached to the pearls. So one of the lower 11 O's, like that. Come around to that side. Then we're going to go back through the rice bead, and we're going to come on the other side of this 11 O. Like that. Super simple. Pull it through. And that's me. Hang on to this and pull this through like that. Nice and snug. I'm going to go through another time just to reinforce that. And then we'll do our seed beads to embellish. So go back through the rice bead. Like that. Go through your 11 O again. And I think we'll do the seed beads now. So you're going to pick up 6 of these 11 O. Oh, we're so enlarged, it's hard to see them. 6 of these beautiful blue silver lined 11 O seed beads. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We're coming out of here. We're going to go into this one here. Like that. Simple. Then pick up the next 6. 5 and 6. And we're going to come around and go to this seed bead here. Like that. And pull both sides tight. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to create a bit of tension. It's up to you where you want these seed beads to sit. If you want them to sit closer to the front like that, you're going to add some tension and make sure they're in the front. If you want them more splayed out, just leave it a little bit loose and it will sit flat. So I think that's good right there. So now I am going to go through, I'm going to go around these pearls and 11 O's, and that will secure those threads. Let me just flip it over a little bit easier. Go through the 11 O and the pearl. If you can get through both, otherwise just do one at a time. Just being careful you're not knocking your crystals out. So that's like super tight. You see how they sit right up, but I kind of left mine a bit loose. So just if you press them a bit, that'll loosen that thread, and then just keep going around. So we'll go around these one time, and then we'll add our clasp. So you just keep doing this till you have all your chaton, bezeled chatons attached. That. Go through the 11 O. Let me turn this here. There we go. That. Go through the pearl. Now we've gone through these a few times with the bezeling, so that's why I'm using a size 12 needle. Definitely want to use a size 12 to get through there. I'm just going to go through the pearl instead of messing with it. Make sure your thread doesn't get hooked on the seed beads. So go through that 11 O and there through that. and you want to come out of this 11-0 here, just like that. Now I'm going to take a look and make sure my chaton is, yeah, in the center. It's not, didn't get loose or anything. Okay, so now we're going to attach the clasp like this, but what we want to do is add a rice bead. And let me see what I did for the other one. I added some demi rounds. If you don't have demi rounds, these are 11-0 demi rounds. If you don't have any of these, you can use a 15-0 seed bead. It will do the same job. So pick up one of those, your rice bead, another demi round, and then you're going to pick up your clasp. These clasps are really nice. They have these, I think it's not out of focus here. There we go. They have these bars. So we want to attach it by this piece here is going to be part of the fold over clasp. So you want to attach the flower part of this. And so we're just going to go around that one bar. So I'm going to look at which way I'm coming out of my, oh, I ended up knocking everything off the needle. Here, oops, let's get this and this. Okay, so you've got your demi round, your rice bead, your demi round, and I'm coming from the bottom, so I'm going to go through the bottom this way, come back, this, you are going to go back through the demi round, the rice bead, and the demi round, but this time we're going to go on the other side of that 11-0, and we're going to do this a couple of times to reinforce this. And let's make sure that's all, the thread's not here. There, pull it like that. So now go through everything like that, and we'll come around the bar. Our needle can go through that side. Pull it in. Now we're going to go back through the demi round, the rice bead, the demi round, and you can actually go to the 11-0. Let's do it separate. It's looking a bit finicky there. So go through the 11-0 like that at the end. That's attached to the pearls. And go back through. This will be our last time through. And that should be enough thread to reinforce this. Go through everything again. Like that. Go behind that bar. Like that. Come out the other side. And watch that doesn't happen. That's not friendship. You get your knots done. You're like, oh my gosh, there's a big thread across. It happens. Can you tell? So grab, go through everything. Now, that, I'm going to go through that 11-0. I'm going to flip it over so I can see my pearls, and I'm going to go through the next pearl right here. That. I'm going to pick up a thread bridge. Let's come around here like that and wrap my thread around twice. Hold it down with your thumb. Pull your thread through. Pull that through. And then go through the 11-0, the pearl, come out of the pearl. We're going to do one more knot. Where are we here? Pull that. There we go. Like that. And we're going to put a knot. Pick up this thread bridge. Like that. No, that's the wrong one. I'm going for the one that's attached to the 11-0. Go around twice. Put your thumb on that. Pull it through. And go through the 11-0. No, that didn't go through the 11-0. There. Through the 11-0. And I'm just going to go through the pearl. I like to put my tail in something that's like tight, so a smaller bead or something that's had a few thread passes going through it. That way that little tail won't slide out with movement. But, okay, so that is this lovely bracelet. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to do this smaller for my wrist. Oh, look at that. So let's put the clasp together so you can see what that looks like. And we're not even done yet. Okay, let's go like this. So this is the fold over. That. And snap closed. And look at this. So that's what that side looks like. And how lovely is that? So there's your lovely bracelet. I would probably get on there, but I don't want to take the chance. But you see what I mean? How awesome. Okay, so we're going to make the attachment for a necklace for this. This is going to be crazy. Oh, you know what? It was driving me nuts. I'm like, oh, I want to make a necklace so bad. But I was like, it's so pretty as a bracelet. So there you go. You have a bracelet. It is possible. So what I've done is I've already strung these gorgeous beads, these rice beads on here. We'll add a few more, and I'm going to show you which cord I'm using. This is beading wire, satin gold, and it is super, super thin. So let me show you how teeny tiny this stuff is. But it's 7 strands, so it's super strong. But you can use whatever stuff you have. If it's silver, it's not going to matter. You're not going to see the color of the beading wire. So let me take this off. So basically what I did was I decided how big I wanted this to be as a necklace. So let me show you. You can get these on the internet. Now they're not like super, super accurate, but they give you an idea of the length. So I think this design would look the best here, but I kind of wanted to give it some more space. I feel like sometimes on me, I'm a swimmer, so I have like big shoulders and a bigger neck. So I find the 18 is like way too up close to the neck. So we're going to go for the 20, and it should sit somewhere in here. So that's, I measured my bracelet, and I measured the fold over clasps. So you're going to need 2 fold over clasps, like 2 sets. So we have one here on this, and you're going to need one like we have right here on our bracelet. So then what we're going to do is we're going to alternate. So this would be, say, the bottom of the necklace part. You're going to attach these two together, and then you're going to go to the other side, and you're going to take this one piece that's going to be at the end of this one and attach it, and then you have a necklace. I was thinking of doing it with magnets, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, it'll work the same with a fold over clasp. So if you have fold over clasps that basically these are the same on both ends of the fold over clasp. So it's just the bar that's different. It's attached to one of them. So, okay. So what I did was I put the demi rounds in between. So that's what gives us this little, and like I said, you can use a 15 OC bead and it'll look the same. So let's get some of those out. So grab the end, pick up a demi round. That one doesn't look like it's open. Oh, that's fine. And a rice bead, a demi round, a rice bead, demi round, rice bead. I think I'll be making some more of these. It would be really nice, depending on the length and the size of your wrist, is if you could do a choker with the necklace and then a bracelet with this, so you could wear those two separate, or you put the two together and it would still give you a necklace. But I kind of didn't want it to be too long because I really want this to show at your neckline. Okay, so I'm going to end with a demi round. So let's see what we have here. So this is what we have. And this measures about 10 inches. So, and I think this is, I think I measured 9 inches with the two clasps on it. And the clasps are quite long. They're about 1.5 to 2 inches. So let's move these over. I have a, let's give you the number here. These are number 1 size, so they're 1.3 millimeter crimp beads. I would suggest, I used to use cheap ones that I would buy online, and I got these at Michael's, and it came in a set, and it was actually really good. It was, and I always use a coupon, so it was a bunch of these bottles. It had silver ones, gold ones, and all the different sizes that you would need, and it was like $10, and then a coupon on top of that. So, and look, I still have tons left, so definitely worth it. What I was going to say is I used the cheap ones that I got online, and they crack and they break and they damage your line, and I'm like, ugh, this is not friendship. So I've got my crimp bead on there. I'm going to go to the clasp, and I'm going to find that same bar that's at the end of the flower section of the clasp. I'm going to put it through like that, and then I'm going to pass it through the crimp bead again, and I'm just going to pull everything down. I put a lot of line on this, to work with. Yeah. You might want to pay attention to how it sits so that it's front and front. It shouldn't matter too much. It should turn around a bit, but yeah, just thought I'd mention that. So I'm going to bring it up pretty close, but I'm going to give a bit of space. Let's enlarge this. I'm going to give a bit of space because I have a crimp cover that's going to cover that. So you need a little bit of space between your clasp and your next bead for it to cover it. So let's grab our crimping bead tool. So this one is like a micro size, and these crimping tool, the middle one is a micro size. So I'm gonna try and get that in the right spot, and I'm gonna move it. Once I have it, I'm gonna move it down a bit like that and squeeze. You see it puts a little indent in it, like a little taco. Then you're gonna go to the front one and you're gonna turn it by 90 degrees, and it should fold over. Let's just make sure it does that. Hang on to that. It is a bit finicky. I think if you do it a lot, you will get used to your hand placement and stuff. So get that in there. That's lovely. And just, that doesn't look like it folded properly. So I'm going to see if I can get that in a little more. Fold it all the way like that, and make sure it's, oh, you know what it is, it actually grabbed, it's because I had some space on here when it's all like you turn it to give it some kind of looseness, so it's not really tight when you try and wear it. Let me grab this and cut this off. There's my excess line. So let's get this. So this is basically what you have. So it's definitely too big for a bracelet. So there's what you have. We're going to put a crimp cover. These are gold plated. They're pretty nice. And here's a trick. If you have problems picking up your crimp beads, which I do, if you take what you're crimping and put it over top of it and slide it on like that, it gets it in place. Then you can get your thumb underneath and hold it there, and we'll close that. Where's my pliers here? That's weird. Then just close this. Actually, I want it to be that closure on the back side. So let's do just nice and gentle, little bit on each side till you get it nicely closed where you want it. And if you're doing a lot of these, I would recommend putting the rubberized silicone on your tools to prevent scratching. And we'll just, there's a little bit there showing. You may not see that, but I want to make sure it's closed there like that. Perfect. So this is that piece there. And let's put them two together. Move these aside. We're going to make some earrings too, so stay tuned for that. So now just take your necklace, attach these two sides, like that. Oh, this is gonna look amazing. What? Wow. I can't believe. Now, you know, it's funny. You might think, I wonder why Emma gets so excited. This is why I get so excited. Like, we made this. Like, this is amazing. This is so beautiful. How lovely is this? Let's get these turned. So there is your gorgeous regal necklace. Amazing. Let's move this over and open this up a bit. Oops, wrong way. So like that. Let me see if I can move this up. I want you to see the whole thing. There. How amazing is that? What? So this, let me, I think there we go. I was going to say we need to turn it, but look. Fold over clasp. Oh, my new favorite thing. This is ridiculous. I love this. So this definitely turned out amazing. This, and we're going to do some earrings with these guys. So stay tuned for that. And I still have 3 chatons. I guess we should make a ring too. Who knows? I don't know. So there you go. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. This was like a really fast one, but I mean, most of it is just stringing things on, so it goes really quick. And I had it ready for you to go so you could see. So have fun with your boxes, and thank you to John Bead for creating these boxes. They're so amazing. Yeah, the links for the curiosity boxes and to the website for John Bead's friend and family is in the description. So take a look. And they're also on Instagram and Facebook. And Carmi responds to stuff pretty frequently, so you should check it out and see what's going on. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. See what I'm going to be making next. Bye for now.